All right, sir, what are we doing today?
Patch up the bottom of the car, cut the torque boxes out, and hopefully get it all filled up and put POR 15 on it. So that's the goal, at least.
And Bill's coming over to take out the rear end?
Yeah, Bill's supposed to be over to take out the rear end of the wrecked car so I can get it down to Roy Turner, and he's gonna check it out, make sure everything's straight, and we're gonna go ahead and probably order 2 new axles and go ahead and go through the carrier and bearings and all that stuff. Reset everything up so that it's all fresh and good when it goes in. Yeah, Jerry Barrick back here, Ezra, Bunker Hill Fabrications. Gonna be working hard today. This is probably like a day off, isn't it? You get to actually play.
Yes. Oh, get that.
Numbnuts over here chewing.
And on a saw blade. No. Well, at least it was dull. He's pouting.
What the fuck?
I don't know if you guys have ever seen pictures of our dogs.
Are you mad, Jax? He's like, take it off, Mom. Take it off my foot.
Ranger, you get out of the chair, you be up in that someday.
He's mad at me because we wrapped his foot. He pulled his fingernail out.
Making quick work of getting the A-arm off, eh? Get it?
Oh, it's working on it. I'm just trying to keep everything. How'd you get them in there? I mean, how'd you keep them tight? They didn't spin in this?
Like it right here.
Yeah, I see that, but if you...
I think I took a swivel and a socket put on here and
just bang the hell out of it.
Huh?
I thought I was painting her, I would have worn my boots. Don't tempt us with fucking Crocs on.
Yeah. No shit.
What are you doing over there? What is that?
Smoke. Oh my God, cut that off. Smoke it up, huh? Come up there.
That is there, and we have to move it down.
Well, it's already ripped, so is that one there. I ain't even done that there.
We'll peel this off.
I need to butt up against this edge.
No, that's where it's at.
Thing, 'cause right here, there's a hole. Then it just come down.
We gotta cut that off there.
That's that thing right there.
Cut it along that.
Mm-hmm.
Peel it off. Right?
Right. Well,
Turning back now. Pry more or something.
Get all the oil drain down of it. Get the oil pan off of it so we can weld the cracks up. Check the bottom end out. Real curious to cut the oil filter apart and see what's in it because of the baffle that fell off and beat around on the valve cover. Dog hair. should have just done bolted that K member out.
Then I'd wrestle it around on the ground.
Yeah. This is true. So this is true. Out now. All the bolts are out. Trying to pry it off. Alright, well, I'm here all by myself again, but Jerry and Ezra come over, and we got, if you want to come back here and look, we got everything cut out and started cleaning it up, and they had to go. So tomorrow they're coming back as long as everything is kosher. Finish cleaning this up and hopefully get the torque boxes fitted in. Hopefully done on the uppers, maybe even something on the lowers. Took a little bit of time. I actually had to call Racecraft and ask a couple questions because we were just unsure on how it was supposed to fit in there, and they, within a couple seconds, you know, they had the answer for us. So that was really cool that he could answer that right on the phone and knew exactly what I was talking about, what I was referring to. While we were working on this, or they were working on this for the most, I was messing around with taking care of Darren and getting the oil pan and stuff off the engine. And Bill was cutting the A-arms off the old car and taking the rear. He got the rear end out of it today. So Sunday, that's going down to get dropped off so it can all be checked out. We're gonna put new axles in it because the one's messed up. As long as the axle housing isn't bent, or as long as it's straight, everything's good, which Roy should be able to fix anything that's wrong with it, Roy Turner. So hopefully get that taken care of somewhat in a timely manner. Get the torque boxes in. And then we're gonna peel our 15, get all the holes and everything sealed up, and we're gonna do the whole underside of the car, possibly the inside of the car. Still don't know anything on the cage. I'm trying to go with Team Z, and it doesn't seem that I need to order one like as soon as possible, and now they're closed, so I'm not going to be able to do it until next week. I was expecting a call back and didn't get one, which they're busy, they're short-staffed. I get it, I understand. So that's that. Still need A-arms. I'll probably go ahead and order them next week if I don't find a set of used ones. I mean, I'm looking for the adjustable A-arms. Realistically, that's about the extent of the progress for today.
And today's Friday.
Today's Friday. Like I said, hopefully we've got the upper boxes in tomorrow and possibly the lowers. I mean, none of us has ever done it before, so it takes a little longer if you haven't done it. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
Burn that out and make a few passes on it.
So this is what a Sunday morning looks like in our house. Shirts waiting to be shipped out. Orders. Waiting on hoodies. Should be here soon. And full pumpkin show mode. We are making signs for Ellie. People had ordered shirts to help with the cost of her outfits. So those are going out, and we have to deliver the signs. All in preparation for Wednesday's festivities. The house is starting to look like CJ's garage. Darren's waiting patiently for his eggs. We got non-traditional biscuits and gravy on the stove, but it's food. So that's what our Sunday morning's looking like this week. All right, how do you feel about the progress you made this weekend?
Feel okay about it. Took a little while to figure out the torque boxes. They didn't come with instructions, and I did get a hold of Racecraft on it, and they said that there was pictures on the website, but like it was really small, so I had taken a screenshot and blew them up, and then it got really pixelated, couldn't really make it out. We did get it figured out though. Jerry figured it out, honestly, while he was in his office, as he said. But he got it figured out, and it looked good. It's all tacked in, ready to be welded. Everything's been checked, double checked, and triple checked. So that is good.
I think Jerry's got about 20, 25 hours in this weekend out there.
He's got some hours in it. We got the A-arms and stuff cut off of the Raggedy car. I got the K-member bolted in the new car. Oil pan, got the oil pan off. Jerry welded it up, and he re-welded what I had welded to clean it up. So I'm not a welder. I can make stuff stick together, usually can make stuff not leak, but he got it welded up right, and then it was cracked. We beat 2 or 3 nice sized dents out of the oil pan. So we got it all back. It's ready to go. Now my focus this week is to get the engine the rest of the way apart and clean up the pistons, ring lands, make sure everything's good there, and put it back together. So hopefully my head gaskets come and I can get the engine back together and sealed up, ready to go in.
You got the rear end down to Roy's.
Rear end's down to Roy Turner's. He's going to check it all out. He is going to put new bearings throughout it anyway. I just put new bearings on the axles, but I'm pretty sure it took a really hard hit on one of them. I'm not real sure how it managed to try to pull the wheel off of one side, the left or the right side, the passenger side. It tried to pull the wheel off so hard that it like bent the flange where the studs are, if that makes sense. Like the flange goes like this when you turn it, and it flared out the studs. So we're gonna put new axles in it. He's gonna put new bearings throughout it, reset up the gear, make sure everything's good to go with it, put it in his jig, make sure the axle tubes, he's just gonna check the rear end out, make sure everything is good, and put it back together with new bearings and resetting everything up so that it's ready to rock and roll.
What happened to your Dodge on that trip down there to Roy's?
I don't know.
Catastrophe number 2001.
Yeah, I don't know. I can drive it, but 4th gear it almost sounds like a real bad exhaust leak and feels like it just in 4th gear. So it's coming from the transmission. And 3rd it's fine, 5th it's fine, 6th it's fine, 1st it's fine. Everything's good except for that gear. So I don't know what it is. I feel like something come loose in it in 3rd gear. I don't know what it would be, but it's definitely messed up, right?
Yeah.
But
all goes on the list of stuff that needs maintenance.
yeah. So now I got the Ford to tear the engine apart and figure out what's going on with it. The Dodge, I have to take the transmission out of it. RV's got a blowed tire.
The van's running on.
The van don't run real good.
And it's got a bad tire.
And it don't stop real good either.
Smart car needs tires.
Right end's wrecked. Let's see here. We got the black car, the Cobra, the Honda. I think that's it.
Yeah, and then the water pressure in the house keeps going out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We'll keep on going.
Okay, this evening it is what? We're at Monday now.
Yeah.
What's the status on the cage? Because that's a needed thing that needs to come soon.
I tried to call them. It was late by the time because we had visitors. Had several visitors after work today. It was probably 4:30, 4:35, something like that when I tried to call and I didn't get an answer. I don't know what the status on the cage is. At this point, I'm ready to just call and order one and get it on its way. Whether whether or not there's any help there or not. It's getting to where it don't even matter. I'd have to get it on its way if it's going to take 2 weeks to get it, and us be able to try to meet the deadline. I don't know how feasible it is to get it done at this point. Stuff's just not happening as fast, showing up as fast as I'd expected it to. I honestly didn't think it would take 2 weeks to be able to talk to somebody to find out, a company to find out if they could help me out at all or not.
And then 2 weeks to get the part.
Yeah, and then 2 weeks to get the parts. So
we're at their mercy.
As long as I can get them on the phone tomorrow, I'm just going to order it regardless. It don't matter at this point. That way, at least we have that, and then all the additions to it that I want to do, the funny car hoop and stuff like that, we can do on our own.
Yeah. And the reason why we have the money for the cage is we had a couple cash donations from sponsors and a few other things. So that is why we are talking about just purchasing it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have that money. A good chunk of it came from Chuck.
Yeah, big chunk of it came from Chuck.
If you don't know Chuck, he owns On Tilt Productions.
Yeah.
And
he's got On Tilt Productions, he's got Chain Protect, and 209 Galleries.
Yeah, he's based out of Colorado.
Yeah. So if you get a chance, check him out. Danny Strong, the Strong Garage Doors, he gave us a cash donation to put towards, he was wanting it to go towards the vacuum pump. So we've got that underway as well. I don't know, the generosity is huge. Like I can't honestly believe that how nice everybody is and how generous they are. It does mean a lot, and it's really projecting this project into being done a lot faster. My main focus this week is basically to get the cage ordered and get the engine tore apart and cleaned and put back together.
And I'm still working on garage cleanup.
Yeah, it's still a mess out there, but as long as there's no grinding or sweeping going on, I think I'll be all right with the engine being apart.
So you had a visitor today. I wasn't able to be part of that because I was busy. Darren needed a bath, and Allie, we were trying to get hair ready for Pumpkin Show, and she had an FFA meeting, and tomorrow's the last volleyball tournament. So
yeah.
I'm kind of mentally tapped out, and honestly, I've been quite grumpy, and CJ and Allie have been tolerating it very well. But you had visitors, and I wasn't able, like I said, to be part of that. So tell me a little bit about it.
Scott Haynes he happened to be near
in the area.
He's from New York. He was in the area and got a hold of me to he said he had something for me, so he stopped by. We come up, it was after 5 today. We would be here, and I can't remember what time it was when he got here, but he waited a little while after 5 and got a hold of me and said he was on his way. I had a guy come over to fill nitrous bottles, so he got to be here during all of it. But yeah, they got here and come in and was just talking and everything, and he brought me it's a power shutoff switch. For inside the car, so if anything like this ever happens again, I can smack that switch, or it's a button, it's a big button, and it will kill all the power to the car. So if it happens again, maybe there won't be anything to catch on fire. We do know that there is the risk of an accident anytime we go race, especially doing what we do. But I feel like I feel like it was like that's extremely thoughtful of him to think about that. He says he puts them in all the cars that he wires.
Because that's life-saving.
Yeah, that's a big thing, and I'd never thought about it like that. He also brought a model with him of the Raggedy car that he had painted up and built. So that's super special too. I like it. So it's over here with the Raggedy Ann wall, I guess you could say.
Yeah, we're kind of have notes and things like that from people. Inspiration of things. Some of it we still got to get hung up, but yeah. So yeah, he came out.
Yeah, it was nice to get to talk to people. Super nice people. Him and his, I believe it's his wife, Kanita. It was good. Sit back and just chill and talk.
Okay, so CJ went out without me because, like I said, I've been busy, and updated the list. So we'll post that for you guys, to what he could recollect. Because, like we said, we've had so many messages and people reaching out that we may have missed a few things. So if on the list, if we've missed something, just comment and we'll get it crossed off. But it has come down substantially.
So everything that was needed is written in red. When it's spoken for, it's crossed out in green, and the name or whatever is put next to it. And what I actually have, I put a blue check mark by. So that's how that is. There's a lot of the stuff that is spoken for, though, honestly. A lot of it's spoken for, and it's just a waiting game for it to show up or to receive it.
Or to get it in the car.
Yeah, well, it's as it comes, as long as it can go on the car, it will.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot there. There's still a few things I need to get, and that's to be expected. There's a couple things there that I really probably should start focusing on. The one is the wheels. So yeah, a lot of it's spoken for, and like I said, as it shows up, we'll check it off with a check mark, and we should start seeing a few of the things here real soon, and be able to really start grinding on the car.
That's added to the garage cleanup too, because it's like I clean up a section and now there's boxes there.
Well, you clean up a section, that gives me a place to work, so that's where I migrate to.
And the car's off the rotisserie, so the rotisserie is just kind of hanging out until we can take it back to Wayne once we make sure we don't need it. So we'll be getting that back to Wayne. Yeah.
Hopefully things start coming together pretty quick, and honestly, I feel like it will. Right now, there's not a whole lot that I can actually do. So I imagine once everything starts showing up, or once one thing shows up, everything's going to show up, and then it'll be
kind of fall in place.
Assholes and elbows. So
there'll be more to come from us, as always. Tomorrow's Tuesday. We got Allie's volleyball tournament. I'm not sure if it's her final one or not. And then Wednesday, of course, is pumpkin show, drawing and judging. So that kind of determines on what the rest of the week's going to look like for me, on whether CJ's going to be videoing on his own or if I'm going to be able to be here to help with him.
And I'm not very good at it.
He misses a few things. So the quality, it'll be better if I could be here to get up and see what everything's doing.
Honestly, I'm just trying to work.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll post more later, probably on the weekend for now, unless something extraordinary happens or different, or somebody else shows up to visit and I actually have time to participate this time. So more to come.